Hi, this week we're going to be discussing Chapter 12 in our Human Resources book. And in this chapter, we will be reviewing designing and administering benefits to your employees. An organization's HR staff controls the benefits program. Still, managers must be familiar with benefits for several reasons. The first being benefit issues. Benefit issues are very important to your employees. The second being benefits are a powerful recruiting tool. Thirdly, benefits can help retain talented employees. The fourth being certain benefits play a part in a managerial decision. And the fifth one being benefits are also important to your managers. Employee benefits are group membership rewards that provide security for employees and their family members. They are sometimes called indirect compensation because they are given to employees in the form of a plan such as a health insurance plan rather than in cash. A benefits package complements the base compensation and pay incentive components of total compensation. Benefits cost the United States companies about $19,947,000 per year for the average employee. In Canada, healthcare is free. Canadians view healthcare as a right that must be distributed equitably to every citizen and not as a commodity to be sold to the highest bidder. When a potential employee is choosing among multiple job offers with similar salaries, a firm that's offering an attractive benefits package is going to be way ahead of the game. Um, there are items such as contributions, co-insurance, co-payments, deductibles, and flexible or cafeteria benefits for programs. The cost of benefits in the United States has increased greatly over the years. This is because of factors such as the federal tax policy, federal legislation, the influence of unions, and the cost savings of group plans. Benefits can be organized into 6 different categories. The first one being uh, legally required benefits such as Social Security, workmen's compensation, unemployment insurance, and FMLA, which is Family Medical Leave Act. The second one being health insurance. Third is retirement. The fourth being insurance such as disability insurance. The fifth being paid time off. And the sixth one being employee services. To design a benefits package, the benefits strategy requires making choices in 3 different areas. The first one is the benefit mix, and this is the complete package of benefits that a company offers its employees. Issues that should issues that should be taken into account when making decisions about the benefits mix are the total compensation strategy, organization's objectives, and the characteristics of the workforce. The second is the benefits amount. Once management determines the amount of money available for all benefits, it can establish a benefit budget and decide on the level of the funding for each part of the benefits program. Management will need to ask employees to pay towards that benefit. And then the third one being flexibility of benefits. This concerns the degree of free employees have to tailor the benefits package to their personal needs. Some organizations have a relatively standardized benefits package that gives employees few options. However, with more women now that are in the workforce, there is now a greater different variety of employee needs. There are legally required benefits that all United States employers are legally required to provide, such as Social Security, workman's comp, and unemployment insurance coverage for their employees. Benefits that give the workforce a basic level of security. So Social Security provides income for retirees, the disabled, and survivors of deceased workers, along with health care for the aged through Medicare program. And within that, there are 4 provisions of Social Security benefits. The first one being retirement income, the second one being disability income, workman's compensation, and this is funded by a payroll tax and the proceeds of which go to a state workers' compensation fund or to a private insurance company, and only the employer pays this. And then there's Medicare, which provides health insurance coverage for those people who are age 65 and older, and survivor benefits. So the next one is workman's compensation, and this is also a legally required benefit. This provides medical care, income continuation, and rehabilitation expenses for people who sustain job-related injuries or sickness. It also provides income to survivors of an employee whose death is job-related. Human resources staff can help managers control workman's comp costs by first impressing the importance of safety to their employees. The second being auditing workman's comp claims to ensure that there's no fraud taking place. The third one being working with the employer's health insurance. And the fourth one being they need to develop a modified plan for those that are not completely healed so that they can return to work. And like, for instance, accommodating someone with some kind of medical issue, such as somebody that maybe had back surgery and can't sit for long periods of time, having a desk that they can lift up and stand at times, which is, we've done that with one of our staff members at my current place of employment. Okay, so then we have unemployment insurance. This is a program established by the Social Security Act of 1935 to provide temporary income for people during times of involuntary unemployment, such as if they were terminated involuntarily. And then we have unpaid leave. This is what they call FMLA, the Family Medical Leave Act, in which companies provide up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave for things like a birth of a child, adopting a child, maybe to care for a sick spouse or child or parent, or to take care of themselves if they have serious medical issues. I've had many staff use FMLA in my lab for chronic migraine headaches, and sometimes that can be a little trying because if they have a little headache, they will call in, but then again, it is a law, and there is absolutely nothing an employer can do about that. In our organization, our employees will not accrue sick time while they're on FMLA, but they can also use it to supplement the unpaid FMLA. It can be used in conjunction with short-term disability also, which is paid to the employee when they're off. So then there's voluntary benefits, and these are benefits voluntarily provided by employers, including things like health insurance, retirement benefits, paid time off, and employee services. So health insurance, if purchased individually, the cost is much higher if you purchase it individually than if you purchase it through an employer-sponsored group health plan. They have things like COBRA. That's a type of insurance, and this legislation gives employees the right to continue their health insurance coverage for 18 to 36 months after their employment has been terminated. And then we have HIPAA, which is the Health Insurance Portability Accountability Act. And this is a federal law that protects employees' ability to transfer between health insurance plans without any gap in coverage due to an pre-existing condition. Then we have the Patient and Affordable Care Act, and this is a federal law that was passed in 2010 that guarantees that affordable health care is available to people in the United States. Then we have traditional health insurance, and this is also called fee-for-service plans. There's HMOs, which is a health maintenance organization, and this is a healthcare plan that provides comprehensive medical services for employees and their families at a flat annual fee. There's PPOs, which are preferred provider organizations, and this is a healthcare plan in which an employer establishes a network of doctors and hospitals to provide a broad set of medical services for a flat fee per participant in return for a flat fee per participant. In return for the lower fee, doctors and hospitals who join the PPO network are expected to receive a larger volume of patients. And then they have what they call HSAs, which are health savings accounts. And this is a qualified health plan with a high deductible that lets individuals save money for healthcare expenses with pre-tax dollars and lets unspent money accumulate as a tax-free stash of money. Parkview does offer that also, and that is one thing that I put a certain amount of money in every paycheck for that. That way, when you do have a medical bill, you're not getting bombarded. It's basically a savings fund used for your medical needs. And then we have retirement benefits. After retiring, people have three main sources of income. It's usually your Social Security, your personal savings, and your retirement benefits. The Employee Retirement Income Security Act is a federal law established to protect employees' retirement benefits from any mismanagement. Vesting is a guarantee that accrued retirement benefits will be given to a retirement plan participant when they retire or they leave the employer. There are defined benefit plans or pensions, which is a retirement plan that promises to pay a fixed dollar amount of retirement income based on a formula that takes into account the average of the employee's last 3 to 5 years of earnings prior to their retirement. And then they have defined contribution plans, and these are plans in which the employer promises to contribute a specific amount of funds into the plan for each participant. The final value of each participant's retirement income depends on the success of the plan's investment. The most common contribution plans are things like the 401k, which is what I'm currently in, and that goes along with like the stock market. And then you have IRAs, you have SEPs, and you also have profit sharing. The next benefit is insurance plans. There's life insurance, and there's long-term disability insurance. And then they have paid time off, PTO. This is the most expensive benefit for any employer. Paid time off costs employers in the United States 7% of total payroll. These kind of things, PTO, include sick leave, vacations, severance pay, paid parental leave, holidays, or any other time off. The fifth one is employee services, which employers provide to employees to enhance the quality of the employee's personal life and work life. These can include things like counseling. Like at our place of employment, we offer 8 free counseling sessions through EAP for anybody that's dealing with any mental issues, emotional issues, anything like that. And they just maybe need to go see a counselor for a few sessions. And then there's things like childcare, and you can also get discounts on medical. You can get discounts on certain merchandise, like through us. They offer discounts in food. Like if you were to go to eat in the cafeteria, there's a 50% reduction in cost to any employee. And then they also have things like employee clothing allowances. So that pretty much summarizes my Chapter 12 this week. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.